hello for good evening, everyone. So, for tonight's lab, which is the lab 9, second to the last activity of the integrative programming tool. So, I'm gonna create, so here is we're going to create the part 1, which is the database setup and yeah, student required, research required, but it won't conflict with the developer. So we are given the tools not for solution. So our task now is to research, attempt, debug, and prove problem solve, and use PHP. Yeah. So these are the website that you can found. We can find the answers needed for this task, but I decided to do this instead to figure out on my own. And anyways, just proceed to the workbench. So in the workbench naman, so we're gonna create a so um it's so let's create that command. So we need to create a database na nag-name of lab. So first is we have to create table and then student and then
So I already, let's try to create this table first para sa ito database. So it's successfully created na daw. So let's try. So here we have the lab. So let's set this as default schema. And then, okay. After that, is you need to create a table user, um, no, create table student. So ID in memory key auto increment, and then full name, varchar, and then 100, and then for varchar, and then 50, and year, level, and yan, for the creative. So we successfully created a table for the student. So we have now the ID full name course and the year level. So let's try to insert some data. So insert into student full name of course and year level. And don't forget the values. And the values we have here is it's just saying uh name of the student, lang, and then try natin mali. Pero Kujo, and then don't forget the course, then one. So again, I think we can first copy. Um, put here to um, 3. So let's try to insert this data. So we successfully inserted the data now. So let's try to look for the output if it works. So as can we see here that the data that I made is already inserted in the table bb underscore connect dot php. So sa kanina naman nato nakuan na connection is i-connect na to. Muna ito ang way, muna ang way para ma-connect tong database nga itong gibuhat. So i-check sa nato tong name sa tong database. So we have the lab database underscore the and underscore php. So commenting no. So and php. And then yeah, so it gives us the already database like the creation of the database credentials. So, since atong database, ito lang siyang ilisdan kasi atong database is lahi ang pangalan sa lab bb underscore hp. And then since itong um, database is may password, so butang na to siya password para magana. So, mag-create ka og connection sa ato ang database. So, ang $sign. So, ito natin siyang ilisdan. So, if ato ni siyang ikapihon, dili ni siya magana. So, ato na siyang ilisdan instead of post. Ito na siyang post. No. Mali din sa dari. Post. Um, username. Ito ang password. Para mas masabtan ako. Sino ko sa database. Same. database host, password, so we're good to go. And the next thing we're gonna do is maghimo ta og connection sa ato ang database. If mo prompt siya error. So yeah, or my extension already gave me, but let's try to modify this. Okay. And so dbcon the die connection failed. H2L. So um MySQL restore remote. So let's move, and then after that, um, yeah, we have to echo this one number prompt. What ang databases na connected? Then, syempre, MySQL, man sa ang close statement sa close connection kasi is na-manage naman nato na mapagana ni uban. So, man sa ang ending ang close chat ito ang kuan PHP. So, let's proceed on, but wait, let's try to open this to ang localhost. Okay. Okay, connection failed. Okay, but prompted no, so it means it still works. So, now it printed now connected successfully. So we're good to go. So let's proceed to our next, so sa part 3 sa ito ang code, which is the retrieving data select query. So let's back again sa ato ang sa atong base code. So let's try to create a read underscore students dot php. Okay, I already created that one. And then, siyempre, um, so after we created our kuan atong database, I mean, ganihan diba na already created it. So we need to include a connection file. So mag to direct include. Okay, dito connected PHP. And then, yan, insert ito na and query cons QL So try to add. Okay. Try sound connect. So try to modify lang ng konti. So my kuan is already generated for this. So let's try the tab lang. Sumobra. So let's try if naban siya mali. Okay. And, ano mali. Hindi mo itong format na need. So, matama na siya dahil na part sa mag-check if na ay result. But, uh, maghimo tag, ito So, we already created this, the mag-check kung result. So, pwede natin mag-type 3 here. Dito mag-echo ta. And then, table. Ano. Echo, table, border. Okay. Echo, ID name, TH major, ER. So, hindi natin siya i-modify, no? So, ID check. So, name, full name, and then input course, and then what is the year level, and then maghimo na ta diri og while. So, makita na ta diri na ang kuan extension is already gave me the format of creating the content of my code. So, let's try. I-check lang nato if tama ba ni or mali. So, check na ko. So, echo table, and then since nagkuan ta, ka-else kasi ito dali eh. So, itong else condition, else, okay. Ito dali og change na lang the content. No, student, um, so after that, we put and siyempre need us what we did kanina is we have to close the connection. And then that one. So read student.php. So let's try again sa to ang kuan if it is working or not. Read student.php. Okay, it says here that we are connected successfully. So yes. main throne inside level is online 6. So it's an error, but anyways, let's still move forward. I don't know where's the error, but it's just it's the result. Let me change this. There's still an error. Could not convert it to string lab 6 main throne online 6. Still got the error. Okay. Cannot be converted to string in stamp redoc server student main throne online. I don't know what's wrong with the line 6. But anyways, let's try to execute the other query. No? Let's try to fix that if makita din na to nga big deal siya sa ato ang kuan. But let's try the possibility. So after I tried the possibility, so try to put in number 6. Mali. So let's try to an error siya. But what's wrong with number 6? Connection, DB connect, PHP. But ano, we're stuck here, so let's move forward na lang. Let's fix that later. So, itong part 4 naman, we need to create underscore student HTML. So here is we need to start up the type and then HTML. Actually, we don't need that. And then head. So here's our code there. And then after that, the HTML is mababa na siya. And then to the head, the body, create to the page. So sa atong namang title ano is add new student, add a new student. So pwede ka ni siya. And although this I'm thinking that I'm used to modify na lang. Um, insert underscore student okay, this file is we're gonna create that later after running. So we have the full name. So full name, remove it. Like label for too much suggestion. Label. So your first name. No, what's the full name? And then one word lang natin. And then after that, I think we just need to copy and paste for this one. They're all just in the same format. Of course, and here, never, and then source, first name, full name, source, and um, here level. So I need to create button type submit as student. So and the form, body, and set HTML. I try to look for the result for this one. So yan, this one. Kasi wala pa yan. And then after that is we need to um, create the insert student at PHP. This one. We need to create this file. So let's go back again and create another file. And we insert underscore student.php. So we need to create this one and the PHP. Need to create a connection. So after we run is katong database kanina na DB connect to click to include dito na pala pala siya and then uh, say just need to ignore that after that this is just need to this is tawag else if kasi there is the extension recommended me to create an if statement but we're not gonna follow that. So the full name get post. So full name. So get the same process, full name, course, and year level. So this is the three essential things that we need that we need to create. You know. So after that, is we have to the recommend insert into values, full name, course. So since our extension already helped me to create a code. So, but this is also works and they're the same um, format as I expected for student full name, course, year, level, and values. So we're good to go. And this is for the part that we need to create the if. So if my query student added successfully, so error, so SQL. So it's the same, no? So far, so good. So, but I think we need to modify here is it's my L I and then this is not BR. It shouldn't be BR. The font is connect. The font connect is right. So one is ang tama. So error error. So echo error code. And then we need to end my so let's try the create student.html. Mhm. Mm. Journey um FBA year level 4. Okay, not fun. So let's fix that later. Just need to create the file first. So CD connect. mm, So let's proceed to the part 5. To read student. We need to update this ID row. Mm, with vector, but need to modify that one. So I'm done creating the other part of the code, which I are the update and grade students. So that is the necessary code for the part 5. I cut the video because it will take more time para ani nga lab. But still, I created the read students. So okay, I'll explain na lang. So sa diri na pa na part sa naka-loop, Hmm. sa naka-other echo is mo na siya mag-add sa atong column sa full name, year, and course level, and other else sa mga need sa atong code. And we also created the DB connect. So, uh, oo, lab connection. Kasi DB connect na to. So let's proceed to the part 6. Um, the thing that we need to execute in the part 6 is the deletion. And I also updated the link, wait, link for the read students, but let's create another file named um, delete, delete students. That is- So I successfully created, excuse me, the deletion, which is this is included in the part 6, and proceed to the other part, which is the part 7. So for part 7, okay, we need to update the this insert student to PHP. So let's try to update it and see the output after. So one is now updating the lab I mean, the lab 9, part 7. So, kanina mo na ito na-code, ang i-server na to dere is, mag-check ni siya if ang form mo na to is submitted, and also, na-validate the form submitted and ganun dere is kanina F. If na to is, uh, kanang mag-validate siya sa mga empty na fields, and then dili naman sa to ang get, wait lang, oh. So nag-sanitize na siya diri sa to ang data, and then diri naman is nag-validate po din siya sa year level if positive number, and then SQL ma. So again, we managed that thing. So let's proceed now to the part 8, which is the part 8 is very wide. So complex ang part 8. Kasi the part 8 was for the part na need na to mag-integrate. So let's proceed on creating the part 8. So after I created the part 8, but the part 8 mangod, the reason why I cut the part 8 because it take too long. Almost hours siguro na ko siya na fix manually. The reason why I cut it kasi it will take too much of my storage and mapuno ako laptop. So these are the elements that are present in my part 8. So yeah, the code, the full name, this is the table and ID table for say your level, and so how we will know if it is working or not. So let's proceed to the Chrome. So as you can see here that we successfully created the student dashboard at PHP. So pag i-load na to na, nandiyan na siya. And this one is kaning aning mga table na to dere is nag-auto increment na siya, and then connected din siya sa to ang database. So if i-clear na to ayun naman. But anyways, let's um on mag-add. So name of the course, so this is IT. So yan, ay, pwede. So yan, nasa search, kasi natin search nga button sa to ang ano. But anyway, what if mag-add ta of student? So, create course if uh, false value your level is 2, add student. So, makabata na dali is added student added successfully. If mag-back na dali, refresh na to na-add na si Chris sa base bio, and pwede na siya ma-edit if edit na to if mag-increase ang iyahang ang iyahang tawagan ay ayang level or course if nag-shift siya or nasa yung miss sa iyang name. So pwede na siya tayo ibara, and then ato nag-shift siya sa Fortunia is nag-is IT na siya. So pwede na siya ma-update, so it updated successfully. So magbalik tayo dito, refresh na to na. So, di ba? And connected na siya sa database. And mag-search na sa database ito dali. Yes, localhost, i-admin. So, asa na itong table na rin. Yan. So, ito student table. Ayan. Na-edit na si, ngayon mo na siya ni Bara. So, what if, patanap mo siyang, yan. Pwede ito na po siyang edit ng balik. So, edit, you know, update, it is successfully. So, refresh. So, nahiman siyang create na pod. So, palit na po ito diri sa ito database. I-refresh lang nato na. And nahiwa na po siyang Chris. And then, what if mag-delete ta? Delete na to si Chris. Back to list. If you refresh ito na, wala na si Chris. And then, if you refresh po na ito na, ay, wala na po si Chris. Si Johnny na lang pinakalas. So, yan. So, we successfully executed the part 8 of the dynamic web page integration challenge. So, if kaning install a student and the course count, research how to count SQL, and the search box hint is SQL keywords. So, mani siya ang katuang if maka-search tagod kung unsa iyang course nga katumoto mo ni siya nga sa hint sa SQL keyword. Mo siyang hint nga if mag-search ta sa student mo gawas siya. So, example na diri is mag-search siya diya og BSBA lang. Kani gawas lang si Johnny. And ito na niya review. So, na-online nga Leo. Kasi, if mobalik ka sa part 8, so, lang, let's try the search button. It's lang, student.dashboard. So, nakita na to dari ang sa to ang search is not a get. So, sa, naman, di ba, sa pag magamit ng API na si get is used for retrieving data. Mag-search ta, if i-retrieve balikon or like anong ato siya need. So, the get method is responsible for that, ang get na method. So, that is why nga although wala ta nagamit atong given, itong hint dito, itong keyword, but still na to search, namo siya diri. Um, Makita to diri, hint keyword. So, ang keyword na itong gigamit niya is ang katong search. Kasi nakita na to diri na naka na modulus ko siya or modulus man siya diri term kanang percentage. So, sa itong search na function sa itong method sa itong PHP is naka-modulus siya pag abot diri it means nga if mag-search ta ang keyword lang na ang gipangayo. So, if yun nga if mag-search tag diyo diha. So, if ibalik nato na wala tayo gi-search, balik ta so good. Yan. If mabutan na ta diya og Joseph, Jo lang Jo. O, di ba? Nag ano siya kasi nagsugod sa J and then sa O, ano siya, and then ano to, ro lang ro. So, nag-row siya kasi ang keyword lang, siya lang ang name niya na ay row. And then, tag one, na student on. So, muna ang action niya. We can delete and retrieve, or like delete and edit. So, so far, we managed to execute the last part of this lab 9. activity. So thank you for watching.